Hello, welcome back to the PulseChain channel. Today here we're going to talk about returns on ICOSA staking. If you don't know much about this project, I'm not going to talk about how to set it up today. There's plenty of videos out about ICOSA. You can see it up here in the top left corner. There's plenty of videos out there that kind of go through how to uh, make a HSI stake and convert that into ICOSA. You can also market buy ICOSA off of Uniswap or any other decentralized exchanges that you can find out there. Currently, the price of ICOSA is $1.47. As we're recording this video, we're going to talk about potential returns and kind of what we're seeing currently. So here we are on one of my wallets, where I have 5,070 ICOSA staked. When you go to stake ICOSA, based on the league that you're put in, based on your ownership of the pool, you are put into a requirement for stake days. So if you have 0.1%, I believe you're put into 365 days, so a full year. Below that, it's 270, and I think it goes down to 200 or to 200, 130 days. I think that's kind of how that tiers. I'll have to double check that. But here you can see I'm on day 268 remaining of day 270, and I've received just shy of 41 ICOSA. So that's 2 days. That's not bad at all. I've also received 3.6 million Hedron. I like my spreadsheets, so let's go to the spreadsheet that I've made for our ICOSA deal here. We got that right there. All right, and we're gonna zoom in. All right, so here we are on our spreadsheet for our ICOSA compound plan, right? So you know me, I'm all about compounding our net worth or compounding our passive income until we can live off pieces of it instead of taking out investment when you don't need it yet, right? I don't think you need $30,000, saving an emergency. How about we just make that $30,000 work for us until it's a couple $100,000 and it's making us 80 grand a year or something like that. A lot of things like that are possible and hopefully still possible with crypto. So here we are on the ICOSA compounding plan. So here you can see my initial amount that I've put in to this account is 5070.5. You can see the current chart price is, let's put that there. The current chart price is $1.47. We have our minimum stake days that we have to do it for. You can input yours, what the contract requires you to do here. We have the stake days remaining, and that gives us our days served. Let's turn this back to that color. So just like my other spreadsheets, you can come in here and mess with these red days, kind of to set it up to be like your personal account. From that, I also have my accumulated ICOSA. So again, coming back to this tab, I've pulled these numbers straight from here, right? I have 5070.5 ICOSA, minimum stake days 270, remaining 268, and so far over those 2 days, 40.96. Right, so coming back here, you can see that I put those numbers directly in here. You don't have to mess with these ones anymore. I updated the math so that it does this automatically, as long as you put those things previous in. You can see your daily APR, you can see your weekly APR projected off of your numbers so far, and times that by 365, right? You times your daily by 365, you get your yearly. You times your daily by 7, you get your weekly. So this isn't 1.47%, this is 147%, right? I also have the option here to have a monthly ad. So we have a dollar amount that we want to put in. We want to put in $500 a month, right? So that dollar value is going to be the amount of money that you have. Oh gosh, the amount of money that you have. Goodness gracious. Let's see here. The amount of money that you have to put in every month times 12 basically divided by the price of the coin at that moment, right? So this doesn't project well over a year, but this gives you a good rough idea at today's value. So here again, you don't have to mess with this anymore, because this is taken straight from the value above that you put in. But you can have, so your day zero ICOSA number, right? And that's going to be this number up here, your initial investment. Your day X estimation. So my day 2 estimation, you can see matches up with this one right now. So if I put, let's say I put day 30, so month 1, right? Well, I will have, based on the returns so far, made 614 ICOSA. Well, the dollar value that on that is just over $900, and that APR over that month is this number right here. As we go down the list, so this one kind of stands alone. This section right here kind of stands alone. This one down here, on the other hand, is now looking at our yearly compounding amount or income, right? So you have your dollar values here in green, your token amounts down here in the white, and this is all based off, again, your initial investment. Current chart price gives us the dollar value, and then what you've done for your starting day, days you have total, gives us our days served. The amount that we've accumulated gives us our APR so far to that day. Cool. So then we basically take that number, so your initial number, times it by the yearly APR. As long as you update this for whatever day you're currently looking at, these 3 boxes, you'll get a current yearly APR estimate up to, like, let's say your day 100 in. Well, that's going to give you your so far yearly APR of those 100 days. Because again, we times that amount by 365, not 4. Boom. And that's going to give us our total amount that we start with, and then we basically times that by the 1.474 number up here, and we add it back to our year before, or our initial investment. So right now, right after 1 year of investment, we're going to go from 5,070 coins. At the current return, it's going to be 12,545. Year 2, we're going to get up to 31,000. Pricing remain the same. That's going to be $45,000. The next year, year 3, so at the end of year 3, so that's going to be 2 years from now, right? 2 full years from now, 2 full years. We're going to be looking at 77,000 coins, basically, which is going to be $112,000, again, based on current price. This price should follow the price of HEX, of a B share specifically. So it actually should increase faster than HEX, because a B share gets more rare, and the price of HEX is linear to itself, whereas a B share is constantly increasing over the price of HEX, just like a T share is. It's just a thousandth of a T share. Here, year 4, we're looking at 190,000 ICOSA. As long as the returns remain the same, we're looking at that total value being $280,000, right? So we had a $167,000 gain here, right? So maybe you just hold that, continue to compound it. I think a lot of people in my age range, in their 30s, don't need to retire right now. This long-term game thinking, right? Well, the next year, if you did that, you go from 190,000 to 470,000 tokens, having a total investment of $691,000. Do that one more year, year 6, you're looking at 1.16 million tokens of ICOSA, and you're looking at $1.7 million. Now, I'll put in here, when you guys see this, I'll put in here kind of the dollar value difference, so like kind of what you gained, and you'll see what's added. So this is without adding any additional, right? So you can see down here we have a section that's with additional investment. So that's going to be based off of this monthly add number that you set, right? So you can see here, year 1 difference, right? Here we have 12,500. Here we have 16,600. And you can see it just ramps up through the years. So on year 3, where we would have just over $100,000 by year 3, down here with additional investment, we have, with our $600 a month, we have $170,000. So that's, basically $6,000 a month difference, uh, based on investing additionally for 2 whole years. Down here at the bottom, instead of 100 or $1.7 million, we're looking at $2.64 million. Yeah, so you can take all these numbers, you can mess with them, change them how you want. Enjoy this. Thanks for joining me again here today, and we'll see you on the